Someone needs assistance.
Rally! Moment of birth. This is order.
As a dutiful maid would. Steady as stone.
Charge! Solidify! Come into being! Order guide you! Press the advantage! Feel this ancient power!
Time to clean up.
This is order! Solidify! Fall in! Everyone on! Witness the great undertaking!
Leave it on to me, as a dutiful maid would.
I will have order! Stabilize! Advance! Rally! Moment of birth! Fall in!
Time to clean up.
Come into being! Advance!
To ashes! Witness the power for what? Rain outlines your fate. These are about to get dicey. Quiet now. Gotcha. Rain cutter. No, my sword. Game's up. Let me leave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
What do you think you're doing? But we'll... Solidify! This is order! Fall in! Feel this ancient power! Press the advantage! Stabilize!
As a good night should.
Solidify! Charge! Witness my great undertaking! Everyone on me!
Time to clean up. Steady as stone.
I will have order. Live! Moments of birth.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Press the advantage! Gather! Come into being! Order guide you! Burst forth! Solidify! Witness my great undertaking!
As a good knight should. Witness the power of Gugwa. Huh? Here comes the catch. Busted. See? Brain cutter. Eyes on me. Gotcha.
Stabilize! Live! Rally! I will have order! Burst forth! Gather! All in! Feel this ancient power! This is order! Press the advantage!
Leave it all to me.
Stabilize! Moments of birth!
Time to clean up.
Advance! Gather! I will have order! Everyone on me! Come into being!
enjoyed that. I want to do something a little bit different on Spiral Abyss, and besides, I want to showcase my Geo team anyways, as well as showcase, well, the Hydro Resonance buff, because I haven't showcased that yet. So, why not do both, you know? Showcase both the Geo team and the, double Hydro team. Yeah, also, this is also a video to get, a chance to showcase my Noelle and the double Hydro, Resonance, as well as Beto, because I haven't showed Beto in a while. So, yeah, as you can see there, they completed that floor pretty easily. And as always, with all these Spiral Abyss showcase videos, I have to put out, you know, the team that I used to beat this Spiral Abyss 3.1. So, if you are curious about my builds, well, here you go. So, my first character in the first half is Noelle. So Noelle, as you can see here, defense is pretty good, HP attack is pretty good, crit rate, crit damage is average, energy recharge is okay. She doesn't even have any geo damage bonus, but she makes up for that because I built her in a very unique and specific way. So, as for her weapon, we have White Blind. It's a free-to-play craftable weapon. It's her best weapon. If you don't have White Blind, then give it to her. It's pretty good. Because it increases her defense, and the more attacks you do, the more your defense increases, which is perfect for her. As for artifacts, I gave her 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dreams. It's her best set for a DPS Noelle build, which is what I built her as. And by the way, you already saw, the defense is pretty good. There's a reason why. It's because I built her with all defense. Defense percent, prioritizing crit rate, crit damage substats. So yeah, that's how she can do a ton of damage, as well as have her attack really high, despite having a crit rate, crit damage ratio that is pretty bad. As for constellations, we have her C6. As you can see here, this is the reason why I built her with full defense, because she gets 50% attack of her defense. And guess what her defense is when she uses her Q? Yeah, around like 5k. So she basically has a 4,000 attack stat. Yeah, really good. And that's for talent 699. She's minimally built. These are boosted, of course, by her constellation. But yeah, that's Noelle. She is the MVP. She healed. She did a lot of good damage. It's just Noelle. Really, really good. Noelle. Don't be afraid to use Noelle. Noelle is actually really, really good. As you can see there, I beat it with her in 3.1 Spiral Abyss. Of course, Ito is better, but Noelle is the free-to-play option. And I have to show love to Noelle, because no one uses Noelle! So, yeah. Noelle, for those Noelle lovers out there, I did it for you. And the next member of our team is Albedo. So, Albedo, if you already know what my Albedo is, then you probably already know. But, for those who don't know, which is mostly everyone who is watching this video, mostly, as you can see here, crit rate, crit damage is pretty good. Defense is good. Energy recharge is okay. You don't need that much energy recharge to get him to use his Q very often, which is why I didn't do that. Also, his geo damage is pretty good too. But I prioritized defense for a reason as well. Weapon is Cinnabar Spindle. It's a free-to-play weapon that you get in the Albedo event. If you have this, slap it on him, he'll be really good. Yeah, basically it. Albedo is going to be coming out in the second half of 3.1, so if you have not pulled for him, pull for him. He's actually really good, like, legitimately. One of the best Geo supports in the game, if not the best Geo supports in the game, because he's the only one who generates particles for you. So, yeah. He is a must-run on Geo teams. Definitely a must-run. As for artifacts, we got Husk of Opulent Dreams. It's the reason why I built him with a defense percent in mind. But I gave him the usual sub-DPS build, which is defense percent, geo damage, crit rate. Yeah, crit rate. Because I want him to land his crits more often. But yeah, I balanced the ratios out. As you can see there, it's pretty decent. As for his constellation, C0, because I am not a whale. And then for talent, 666. He's minimally built, and he's able to do damage like 20Ks on his E. Yeah, really, really good. So yeah, Albedo, also an MVP on the team. Well, mostly every single Geo character on the Geo team is an MVP because they all have their specific roles. But yeah, that's Albedo. Pretty good support. And next up, we have Zhongli. Zhongli is here for the shield, and that's pretty much it, as well as his Q damage. So I built him as a sub DPS. As you can see there, crit rate, crit damage is pretty good. HP is okay. Energy recharge is okay. Geo damage is good. His weapon is the Primordial Jade Spear. You could basically replace this with any weapon. I just mainly put it on him because look at that base attack. It's pretty good. It means his Q is going to do more damage. That is why I have it on him. As for his artifacts, we have 4-piece... No, not 4-piece. 2-piece Noblesse. 2-piece Archaic Petra. It's his best set if you're running a sub DPS Zhongli. If you're running a support one, just do 4-piece Millilith. As for his constellation, C0, of course. And then for talents, we have 676. I leveled this up by 1 because I needed him to tank more. But other than that, I don't really need to build his talents that much because Noelle's shield's already good enough. So yeah. Yeah, that is basically Zhongli. He's here for the shield. He's here for the elemental burst, the rock. Yep, really, really good. And last but not least, a character that we haven't even showcased yet. Goro. Yeah. This is the first time you'll ever see my Goro build, actually. So, my Goro. How did I build him? I built him pretty well. So, defense is pretty good. HP, no one cares about HP. Engine recharge is good. No, you don't need to do the geo damage as well. But the geo damage is from the artifact set. But yeah. As for weapons, we have Favonius Warbow. This used to be an R5 Warbow, but then I swapped it over. Because guess who has the Favonius Warbow? It is none other than... If I could pull her up. Kawe. Yeah, she needs it more than him. But even with a R2 level 60 Warbow, he did wonders. Like, he did really well. Yeah, that's basically it. He gets his energy recharge back, which means we can spam his Q, meaning that we get more buffs. As far as artifacts, we have 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dreams. Yeah, mostly every single Geo character runs this. I mean, it's the best Geo set in the game. There's no other Geo set. Yeah, this is pretty good, because it supports the team. More defense, more Geo damage. Pretty good. As far as constellations, we have him C1. C1 is all I need. Because look at this. Yeah, nothing more to be said. And then for his talents, we have 666. He's minimally built, and yet he still busts our team and does really good damage for everyone. Yeah, that's basically Goro, and that's basically the Geo team. Really strong. If you do have the characters built, basically it's probably one of the strongest teams in the game. Full Geo res. Thanks to, well, Goro, who is the star of the show because of this. And this. Yep. Really good. There is no other, there's no other thing. I mean, look at this. He's giving buffs. Look at that. Buffs. Buffs upon buffs of damage. Yeah, Goro, he's actually the true MVP. The other characters just support him. Okay, time for the second half. Of course, it's the Hu Tao team. But it's the Hu Tao Vaporized team, aka Hu Tao Double Hydro. So, this is it. So, this is Hu Tao. Really good. I optimized her. I don't really need to change anything on her. If you already know, my Hu Tao build will always stay the same, no matter what. But for you guys, I prioritize HP, crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge. I need a little bit of energy recharge so that she can get her Q back, because her Q is her main source of healing. Pyro damage is also pretty good too. As for her weapon, Staff of Homa, best weapon on her. There's really no other pole arm that could be run on her except for this pole arm. Yeah. As for artifacts, 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames. This is her best set. Yep. If you're doing vaporized damage, if you're doing overload damage, if you're doing any other pyro elemental reaction, this is the best set for her because you're just mainly going to be using, well, vaporize mostly on her, and her vaporized damage is really, really good. Yeah, Hu Tao, best pyro DPS in the game. There are other characters that could closely match her, but she's just way too broken. As for constellations, we have her C1. Nothing more to be said. And then for talents, we have 10, 10, 10. Yes, she is fully built. I triple crowned her, and she does wonders. She'll still be on my team to this very day. Hu Tao broken. Yeah, there's nothing more to be said about Hu Tao, so let's just move on to the next member. We have Beidou! Yes, my main. Well, my main until Hu Tao came along and basically replaced her. But Beidou, I will have a soft spot on her. She'll be on my teams whenever I need her. She is really good. She is my first main, and I will never doubt that. So, what is my Beidou? Yeah! I optimized her. So, as you can see here, attack, crit rate, crit damage. You don't really need that much energy recharge because she's just there to do damage. Electro damage is also pretty good too. As for our weapon, we have Black Cliff Slasher. Yes, this is her promotional art claymore. If you don't believe me, you can pull it up right now. That is the Black Cliff Slasher right there. Yeah, that is my Beidou's weapon of choice, the Black Cliff Slasher. People will say that Gravestone is better. Yes, it is. Wolf's Gravestone is way better. There's also other claymores that are pretty good, that are better than this. But I want to stay true to her character, first of all. And second of all, I don't have Wolf's Gravestone. You really think I have Wolf's Gravestone? I never pulled it. Because the game will never give me Wolf's Gravestone. But anyways, enough about me rambling. This is pretty good anyway, because you're getting an attack bonus for every enemy you kill. So yeah, 24% attack for every enemy you kill, and it lasts for 30 seconds. She's just gonna be doing god damage on her Q and her E. Yeah, so good. Really, really good. This is actually a really good weapon. As for artifacts, we have 2-piece attack, 2-piece electro. It's her best set. As support Beidou and DPS Beidou. So if you want a cheap build, this is it. And thankfully, this cheap build is her best build. So yeah, if you really want to build your Beidou really fast, you can just slap on an attack percent piece and Thundering Fury, and you'll be good. As for Constellation, C6, of course, she is my main. Why would I not C6 her? And then for her talents, 10, 13, 13. Basically, fully crowned out. She is triple crowned. Yes, that is my Beidou. Really, really good. She didn't perform that much in 3.1 Spiral Abyss, my run on it, but she still got the job done. I mean, she attacks, she does electro application, she does good damage, she has a shield. Yeah, she basically did her job really well. And lastly, for the last two characters, Yelan! Well, you already know how good Yelan is, and if you don't, well, if you ever see her on a rerun, pull her. But yeah, crit rate, crit damage is through the roof, HP is also through the roof, energy recharge is good too, hydro damage is also pretty good. As for her weapon, we have Aqua Simulacra, which is her best bow. There is no other bow that you could ever run on her. Yeah, really good. As for her artifact set, we have 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate. It's her best artifact set if you're running a sub-DPS Yelan build, as well as the support Yelan build, because her Q is basically what you're going to be doing anyway. As for her constellations, we have C0, and for her talents, we have 6, 7, 8. She is somewhat built on her talents, but I leveled this up in particular because this is mostly where her damage comes from. But yeah, she's basically just DPS Xingqiu, but without the defense. So yeah. And lastly, speaking of Xingqiu, we have Xingqiu. So I built him the same way as I built my Yelan. Crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge, hydro damage, the works. Sack sword is his best sword. There's no other sword that you'll ever run on him. Mainly because you're going to be using his E twice so that you can get his Q back fast. Yeah, sack sword, really good. Best sword on him. As for artifacts, 4 piece of Emblem of Severed Fate. It's the reason why I gave him energy recharge on his thing anyway. As you can see there. Really, really good artifact set if you're ever running a sub DPS Xingqiu. As for Constellation C6, C6 Xingqiu is God. Like, literally, he's God. And then for talents, we have 6, 10, 11. This is boosted by Constellations, of course. But, he does really, really, really good damage. And I mean really, really good damage. But yeah, Xingqiu is there for the support. He's there to do double hydro and do more hydro damage along with Yelan so that Hu Tao can do vaporize. Yep, Xingqiu is really good. And that's basically it for my character builds. And for this 3.1 Spiral Abyss showcase. Yeah. Well, anyways, like the video if you like the video, or if you like Noelle, because this is mostly a Noelle video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I upload genshin videos once a week. So if you do like that sort of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notification bell to not miss out on a single genshin upload. Also, comment down below! What do you think of the Geo team as well as the Double Hydra Residence teams? You think it's good? You think it's bad? What do you think of 3.1 Spiral Abyss in general? I mean, it's kind of easy, but you're forced to run a Electro character on the second chamber, or the second half of like 412. Yeah, pretty weird, but it doesn't hinder the fact that these characters are pretty good on Spiral Abyss whenever you want. So, remember guys, just don't run meta. I mean, you could run meta, but don't let anyone astray you from ever using the characters you love. That is why I used Noelle in the first place. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this Genshin video, this Spiral Abyss video, and I'll see you guys in the next Genshin video.